I have been receiving your DMs, and a lot of you have questions about what kind of company did I create and why did I give up a successful consulting practice to build a company that may not succeed. It seems pretty risky. This is a long story that unfolded over 16 years, but I'll try to give you the highlights. It was around 2005, 2006. I did have this successful consulting practice, bringing in about 5 figures a month. And I had a number of consultants working under me. But the problem was I had 2 little kids and everything was tied to my billable hours. So if I wanted to increase my revenue, I had to bring on more consultants, bill more hours, including my own, and manage all these people. And it was very difficult. I also knew that I wouldn't be able to sell a business like that someday because people who buy companies are not looking for human-based businesses where the revenue is based on billable hours. They're looking for subscription-based businesses with annual recurring revenue that can scale easier. So that's the first point. The second point is I started really listening to my customers, my consulting clients, which were some of the biggest tech companies in the world, like Cisco and Sun and Oracle and Google. And I started noticing that they all had the same challenge that kept coming up over and over. Their salespeople didn't know how to talk to senior executive customers. They didn't know how to sell into the C-suite or what to say to those people or what the story should be. So I started to really focus in on that problem, and I developed an idea for creating an online platform that was subscription-based that would help them do exactly that. So I had my idea. It was validated with real customers. I, went along for a while and I was kind of dabbling with this little product I was building, but I wasn't really fully committing. So around August 2008, I decided I have got to commit to this idea if I'm going to do it. And one way to commit is get some more people involved to help me. So August 2008, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to call one person every single day of August. One person who I thought could help me or needed to hear about my business or who could refer me to someone who could help me. So I made all these phone calls and I kept getting introduced to more and more people. And that's how I met my business partner who came on in 2010. And it was great to take on a partner, first of all, because I was exhausted and I needed help. And second of all, it made me fully commit to the business. All of a sudden I had this other guy involved who had a family. I had a family. We had 2 families to feed. We had to make this a viable business. So it kept us accountable to ourselves and accountable to each other. And that was one of the best decisions I made. So the rest is history. We built the business up. We bootstrapped it. We never got VC funding, and we sold it in 2022 for $25 million. If there were 3 takeaways for aspiring entrepreneurs like you, I would say number 1, try to come up with a business idea that is not attached to billable hours, because presumably you want to sell that business someday and you really need a subscription-based revenue model with annual recurring revenue. That's the magic word right there. Number 2, when you're coming up with your idea, look within the field you're already working in, because you're presumably in touch with customers already, you're an expert in your field, and you are aware of the little problems that keep coming up over and over again that you can build a company around, a solution around. And number 3, get some help. Get someone in the boat with you. Get a business partner. You have to be careful how you choose your partner, but look for a business partner with complementary skills and experience to yours. You don't want someone who has the exact same background you do. Find someone who's really good at the stuff that you're not good at. Then, you're on your way. So I hope that's helpful. Please follow me for more entrepreneurial stories, advice, and tips.